Okay, good morning, everyone. In the last class, we had discussed about the method to balance the redox reaction, right? Do you remember the name of that method? Lakshmi?
Oxidation number method and
Yeah.
half reaction method.
In the last class, we had discussed about oxidation number method. There are two methods to balance redox reaction. First one is oxidation number method and second one is half reaction method. Do you remember the steps to balance this redox reaction using oxidation number? Do you have any doubt? Anyone? Meherin, can you tell me the first step?
Write down the skeletal ionic equation.
Okay, write down the skeletal ionic equation. Then second step. Emmeline, can you tell me the second step?
Identifying atom which undergoes change in oxidation number in the reaction by assigning oxidation number in all elements.
Okay, first you have to find out the oxidation number or oxidation state of all the elements in that reaction. Then you have to identify which one is the oxidizing agent or what happens to the oxidation number for each element. Then what about the third step? Alentina, can you tell me? Third step.
Calculating the increase and decrease of oxidation number and
calculate the increase or decrease in oxidation state. Then you have to cross multiply to make it equal. Then balance the atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen. These three steps comes in the third step itself. Okay. Then fourth one, you have to check the total ionic charge. Then we will balance the equation by making the total ionic charge equal. Then how can we make the total ionic charge equal? Shabari, can you tell me?
If the medium is acidic, then we will use H plus ions.
If it is acidic, we will add H plus ions. If it is basic,
OH minus.
Okay, add OH minus ion. Then the last step, to make the number of hydrogen atoms equal by adding H2O. So that's about oxidation number method. Today we are going to learn another method, that is half reaction method. Okay, half reaction method. This method is also used to balance the redox reaction. Clear, children? Okay, so all of you please write down the second method, that is half reaction method. Half reaction method. So which are the two half reactions of redox reaction? Can you tell me? Sarah, which are the two half reactions of redox reaction?
oxidation.
Which one?
Oxidation,
Oxidation and
reduction.
reduction. Okay. So here we are using these two half reactions to balance this redox reaction. Okay. So this two half reactions that is oxidation and reduction. Okay. Two half reaction, that is oxidation and reduction, will balance separately and then added together. So here also this half reaction method, there are different steps. Okay, different steps. So through different steps we can able to balance this redox reaction. So these are the two methods. First one, oxidation number method, that is related with the oxidation state or oxidation number of element. And the second method is half reaction method, that is using the two half reactions, oxidation and reduction. Clear? This is clear, children? Okay, now we can write a question. Then we can go through the different steps. Have we completed this one? Yes, okay. Then write down the question. Balance the equation showing the oxidation of Fe2 plus ions to Fe3 plus ions by dichromate ions. Dichromate ions, that is Cr2O7 2 minus in acidic medium. In acidic medium. So this one is the question. Balance the equation showing the oxidation of Fe2 plus ions to Fe3 plus ions by dichromate ions in acidic medium. Okay, then you can continue where Cr2O7 2 minus reduced to Cr3 plus ions. Cr3 plus ions. So it's an example for redox reaction because both oxidation and reduction take place, right? Oxidation of Fe2 plus ions to Fe3 plus ions and the reduction of Cr2O7 2 minus to Cr3 plus ions. So first we will write the redox reaction together. Then we will split the redox reaction into two half reactions. Okay. So shall we start? So write down the step 1. Step 1. Produce unbalanced equation for reaction in ionic form. That's the first step. So we have to convert this chemical reaction into the form of chemical equation using ions. Okay, that's the first step. Produce unbalanced equation for reaction in ionic form. So can you tell me which are the reactants in this reaction? Reactants. Malavika, can you tell me the reactants?
Cr2O7 2 minus.
Then only that one? Two reactions, right? Oxidation and reduction.
Fe2 plus.
Fe2 plus, very good. So here we can write Fe2 plus plus Cr2O7 2 minus gives Fe3 plus plus Cr3 plus. Okay, this is the unbalanced equation of reaction in ionic form. Can also specify the physical state. Here Fe2 plus in aqueous state, then Cr2O7, that's also in aqueous state. The products also in aqueous state. So that's the first step. This is clear, children? Okay, then second step. Just wait. Separate into two half reactions. Separate into two half reactions. Separate into two half reaction. So first one is oxidation half. The next one is reduction half. Reduction half. Oxidation half and reduction half. So in the case of oxidation, it is the conversion of Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus. Okay, Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus. Then the reduction half, Cr2O7 2 minus, it is converted to Cr3 plus. Cr2O7 2 minus to Cr3 plus. Then the third step. In the third step, balance the atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen. Other than oxygen and hydrogen. So which are the other atoms? Can you tell me? In this chemical equation, which are the atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen?
Iron and
Chromium, right? Fe and Cr. So we need to balance both Fe and Cr. So you look at the two reactions, oxidation half and reduction half. In the case of Fe, how many iron atoms are in the left hand side?
2.
That's a charge, right? Number of atoms?
1.
1. Okay. Then in the right side? Right side?
1.
1. Look at this equation. Here it is 1 Fe, here also 1 Fe. So no need to balance Fe. It's already balanced, right? Now look at the second equation. Cr2O7 2 minus is converted to Cr3 plus. So how many chromium atoms are there in the left hand side?
1.
Is it 1?
Almost 2.
Yeah, it's 2. Because here Cr2, right? Cr2. So it's 2. Then what about right hand side?
1.
1. The left hand side it is 2 and the right hand side it is 1. Okay, so we need to balance the second equation. Cr2O7 2 minus 2, Cr3 plus. Okay, so we can rewrite these two equations. Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus. No change in this equation because it's already balanced. Then the second one, Cr2O7 2 minus, it is Cr3 plus, right? So to balance this one, we will add 2 here. So 2 Cr3 plus. This is the third step. Okay, Fe2 plus converted to Fe3 plus, Cr2O7 2 minus, that will give 2 Cr3 plus. Now this equation is balanced. Okay, then next step, fourth step. Then fourth step, add H2O. Add H2O to balance oxygen atoms. In the previous method, this is the last step. Do you remember that one? In the previous method, we add H2O in the last step, right? But here it is the fourth step. Add H2O to balance oxygen atoms and H plus ions to balance hydrogen atoms in acidic medium. Okay. Add H2O to balance oxygen atoms and hydrogen atoms. Add hydrogen atom. You can also write add. Add H plus ions to balance hydrogen atom in acidic medium. Okay. Then you can write in bracket, add OH minus ions if it is acidic, sorry, basic. Okay, here in the question itself, it given us acidic medium, right? So if it is basic medium, we need to add OH minus ions. So now we are going to balance oxygen atoms by adding H2O. So you look at the two reactions. Fe2 plus gives Fe3 plus. There is no oxygen and hydrogen. So no need to look at the first one. Then look at the second one. Cr2O7 2 minus gives 2Cr3 plus. So how many oxygen atoms are there in this reaction? Rewrite this equation first. Cr2O7 2 minus give 2Cr3 plus. So tell me how many oxygen atoms are there in the left hand side? Number of oxygen atom. Tom Sinton, tell me. Yeah, 7. Okay. Here it is 7. So we need to add 7 oxygen atoms in the right hand side also, right? 7 oxygen atoms in the right hand side also. So we will add 7 H2O. Okay, 7 H2O. Now the number of oxygen atoms is balanced. In the left hand side it is 7, right hand side also 7, right? Clear? And one more thing, we have to add H plus ions to balance hydrogen atoms. This one also comes in the same step. Okay. So now we are going to add H plus ions. So before that, we have to check the number of hydrogen atoms. So now you look at this equation and tell me how many hydrogen atoms are there in the right hand side? Yeah, it's 7 into 2, 40. So we will add 14 H plus ions on the left hand side. Clear? So now the equation becomes, 1 minute. Okay. Now the equation becomes Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus will give 2Cr3 plus 7H2O. In this step, we add H2O. And in the second step, we add H plus ions. Okay. By adding H2O, we will balance the number of oxygen atoms. Then by adding H plus ions, we will balance the number of hydrogen atoms. Clear? So we have completed the balancing of atoms, oxygen and hydrogen. Then the next step. That is the fifth step. Okay. Fifth step. We have to check the total ionic charge. Check the total ionic charge in both reactions. In both reactions. So first we can rewrite the first equation, that is Fe2 plus will give Fe3 plus, right? What about the total ionic charge on both sides? In the left hand side, what is the total ionic charge? How can we determine the total ionic charge? Look at the charge given in that element. What is the value here? Here only one Fe, right? So 1 into 2 plus. So plus 2 is the total ionic charge on the left hand side. And what about right hand side? It's plus 3, right? So to make it balanced, what will we do? We need to add electrons. Okay. So first we will check the total ionic charge in both the reactions. So here it is plus 2 and in the right hand side it is plus 3. So what will we do to balance this one? Tell me. How can we balance?
By adding one electron on the right hand side.
Very good. Adding electrons. Adding electrons to balance the ionic charge. Okay. So now the equation becomes Fe2 plus will give Fe3 plus electron. Now it is balanced, right? In the left hand side and right hand side, it is plus 2. Isn't it? Yes. Then now we can write the next equation. This is oxidation half. Then now we can write the reduction half. Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus will give 2Cr3 plus 7H2. This is the equation. First we have to check the total ionic charge, then adding the electrons to balance the ionic charge. So you tell me, what about the total ionic charge in the left hand side and right hand side? What about the charge of Cr2O7?
-2.
Yeah, it's -2. Plus, here there are 14 hydrogen atoms and there is a positive charge. So, plus 14, right? Plus 14. That's the total ionic charge on the left hand side. So, what will be the total value on the left hand side? -2 plus 14. So, -2 plus 14. Hmm? 12. 14 minus 2, that is 12, right? Plus 12. Okay. Then now we can check at the right hand side. Here, 3 plus is the charge of chromium, but there are 2 chromium atoms. So 2 into 3 plus. And there is no charge for H2O because it is neutral, right? And there is no charge given in the equation. So now we need to include this H2O in this one. So 2 into plus 3, that is plus 6, right? So here in the left hand side, it is plus 12 and in the right hand side, it is plus 6. So how can we balance the total ionic charge in this equation? The only option is to add electrons. So where will we add electrons or how many electrons should be added?
6 electrons on the left hand side.
Very good. 6 electrons on the left hand side. So here the equation will becomes Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus 6 electron gives 2 Cr3 plus 7H2O. Okay. Then look at these two equations. Fe2 plus gives Fe3 plus plus electron, and here it is Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus 6 electron gives 2 Cr3 plus 7 H2O, right? Then one more step here to equalize the number of electrons. 1 minute. Write down. To equalize the number of electrons in both reactions, in both half reactions, we multiply oxidation half reaction by 6. Because only 1 electron there, right? Here there are 6 electrons. So to equalize the number of electrons in both half reactions, we multiply oxidation half reaction by 6. Okay. So now we can rewrite the oxidation half reaction. This Fe2 plus gives Fe3 plus electron, right? Then when we multiply this into 6, it will become 6 Fe2 plus will give 6 Fe3 plus 6 electron. Okay. Then the last step. What will be the last step? What will be the last step? We separate this redox reaction into 2 and balanced, right? Now what will we do? We will combine these 2 reactions. Okay, that's the last step. So add, which is the number, just 1 minute. 6, right? 6th step. Okay. Sixth step. Add 2 half reactions. Add 2 half reactions. So add the left hand side and right hand side. So the final equation becomes like this. 6 Fe2 plus Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus 6 electron gives 6 Fe3 plus 2 Cr3 plus 7 H2O plus 6 electron. This is the final equation. Now anything here to cancel, children? Anything same in the left hand side and right hand side?
6 electrons.
Yeah, 6 electrons. Okay. So we will cancel. Tom Simpson, can you please mute? Tom Simpson. Okay, now we can rewrite this equation by avoiding the 6 electrons. Okay, 6 Fe2 plus Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus gives 6 Fe3 plus 2 Cr3 plus 7 H2O. This is the final balanced ionic equation of this redox reaction. Okay, now we can check the atoms, number of atoms and total ionic charge. Okay. So Fe here 6, right? The right hand side and left hand side, it is 6, isn't it? 1 minute. Fe here it is 6, the right hand side also 6. Then next one chromium, here it is 2 and the right hand side also 2. Next one oxygen, here it is 7 and in the right hand side also 7. The last one is hydrogen. Here it is 14, there also 14, isn't it? Then we can check the total ionic charge. In the left hand side, here it is 6 into 2, that is 12, plus minus 2 plus 14. That is 12 minus 2, 10, 10 plus 14. Here it is plus 24, right? Okay. Then in the right hand side, 6 into 3, 18. 18 plus 2 into 3, 6. Here also, this one is 24 plus 24. Now everything is balanced. This is clear about the second method. I know that there are different steps here, but when you understand, it will become more easier. If you know the steps, you can able to balance any redox reaction. Okay, so now we can again revise this method from the beginning onwards. Okay, from the first step onwards. So this is the last portion of this chapter. The remaining portions are deleted for your term 1. Okay, so this one is a question. Balance the equation showing the oxidation of Fe2 plus ions to Fe3 plus ions by dichromate ions Cr2O7 minus in acidic medium where Cr2O7 minus are reduced to Cr3 plus ions. Okay, so here the first step, you have to produce the unbalanced equation for reaction in ionic form. Here the first step is same to that of oxidation number method. In the oxidation number method also, we write the skeletal equation, right? Here also we will write the skeletal equation. So produce the unbalanced equation for reaction in ionic form. So here Fe2 plus, it is converted to Fe3 plus, and Cr2O7 minus, it is converted to Cr3 plus. Okay, so these two are the reactants. Fe2 plus plus Cr2O7 minus will give Fe3 plus plus Cr3 plus. That's the first step. Also specify the physical states. Okay. Then the second step, we have to separate it into two half reaction. So this is a redox reaction. So we can convert it into oxidation half and reduction half. So the oxidation half is Fe2 plus is converted to Fe3 plus, and the reduction half Cr2O7 minus is converted to Cr3 plus. Then in the third step, we have to balance the atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen. Okay, balance the atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen. So this Fe and chromium are the atoms present in this chemical equation other than oxygen and hydrogen. So you look at the first equation, Fe2 plus is converted to Fe3 plus. Here both sides have only one Fe, right? You only need to look at the coefficient or the number that we have written as subscript. Okay, that will be the number. Don't look at the charges, it is different. Okay. Children, please be careful. The coefficient or the subscript should be the total number of atom on the both sides. No need to look at the charges. So here it is 1 Fe, in the product side also 1 Fe. So it's already balanced. Then look at the second equation. Here it is Cr2O7 minus. It will give Cr3 plus. So in the left hand side, there are 2 chromium atoms. In the right hand side, only 1 chromium. So we need to balance the second equation by adding the coefficient 2 Cr3 plus. Okay. So we rewrite the equation. Cr2O7 minus will give 2 Cr3 plus. Then fourth step. In the fourth step, we have to add H2O to balance the oxygen atom. That is common for both acidic and basic medium. Okay, we have to add H2O to balance oxygen atoms. And next step, add H plus ions to balance hydrogen atoms in acidic medium. So if it is acidic medium given in the question, you have to add H plus ions. Okay, and if it is basic, we have to add OH minus ions. Clear? So first we can add H2O to balance the number of oxygen atoms. So before that, we have to check the number of oxygen atom on the left hand side and right hand side. So in this equation, there are 7 oxygen atoms on the left hand side. So we need to add 7 oxygen atoms on the right hand side. For that, we will add 7 H2O. Okay, 7 H2O. Then in the next step, we will add H plus ions to balance the number of hydrogen atom. So we need to check the equation again. There are 14 hydrogen atoms on the right hand side. So we need to add 14 hydrogen atoms on the left hand side. That's why we add 14 H plus ions. Clear? This is clear, children. Do you have any doubt? You can ask me. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Nothing. Okay. Then we are moving to the fifth step. In the fifth step, we have to check the total ionic charge in both reactions. When you are checking the total ionic charge, don't forget to look at the coefficient that given before the element. In this reaction, there is no such coefficient. Fe2 plus will give Fe3 plus. So the total ionic charge on the left hand side is +2 and in the right hand side it is +3. So to make it equal, what will we do? We will add 1 electron on the right hand side. Now the total ionic charge is equal, right? Here it is +2. Here 3 minus 1, that's also +2. That's about balancing the ionic charge in Fe. Then next one, we will rewrite the equation. Second one, reduction half. Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus gives 2Cr3 plus 7 H2O. So look at the total ionic charge on the left hand side. Here -2 for Cr2O7 and 14, plus 14. That means 14H plus, that means 14 into 1. Okay, so the total -2 plus 14, that is +12. And in the right hand side, 2 into 3 plus, because 2 chromium atoms, their charge is +3. So 2 into +3. So here it is +6. Here no need to take the charge of H2O because it is neutral. There is no specific charges given, right? That's why. So here +12 and +6. So to make it equal, we will add 6 electrons on the left hand side. Okay, 6 electrons on the left hand side. Then the next step, to equalize the number of electrons in both half reactions. Here it is 6 electron, in the previous one only 1 electron. We will multiply the oxidation half reaction by 6. So 6 Fe2 plus will give 6 Fe3 plus 6 electron. Okay. Now the last step, add the 2 half reactions. So 6 Fe2 plus Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus 6 electron give 6 Fe3 plus 2 Cr3 plus 7 H2O plus 6 electron. The both sides 6 electron, it will be cancelled. So the final equation 6 Fe2 plus Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus gives 6 Fe3 plus 2 Cr3 plus 7 H2O. Now you need to again check the number of atoms and total ionic charge on both sides to verify this. Okay, so that's the second method. Is this clear, children? Any doubt? Anyone? Nothing, right? So this chapter is completed now. Then from redox reactions as the basis for titration onwards, it is deleted. Okay. Then the next chapter is hydrogen. In this chapter also, only few portions need to learn because the remaining are deleted. Okay. So I will tell you the important or the specified portions for the term 1. And we can begin this chapter in the next period. There is one more period today, right? All of you should join. Okay. So let me take your attendance. Just wait. Now 4 more minutes, right? Okay, I will just tell the portions from this hydrogen also. Okay. Can you please mark, children? Take textbook page number 284. 284. (9.1) Position of hydrogen in the periodic table. Okay. Then 9.2, that is occurrence, dihydrogen, its occurrence and isotopes. Then 9.3 onwards, it is deleted. Okay. So the next portion is 9.5, hydrides. 9.5. So it's 9.1, then 9.2, then next one is 9.5. Okay. Then 9.6. 9.6. Then from 9.6.5 onwards, it's deleted. 9.6.5, hard water. Hard water and soft water. Then hydrogen peroxide, this portion is deleted. Then the next one is 9.8, heavy water. 9.8, heavy water. 9.9, dihydrogen as a fuel. Okay, I will repeat once again the portions for your term 1 from this chapter 9, 9.1, 9.2, then next one 9.5, 9.6. In this 9.6, whole portions are not included. From 9.6.5 onwards, it's deleted. Okay, then next one is 9.8 and 9.9. Sarah, clear? Yes, okay. Okay, children, then thank you all. See you in the next class. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.